Hello learners, this is Habiba with Excel with me. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Let's start today's class, that is Research in Education, with the topic Power of a Statistical Test and Effect Size Part 3. In the part 1, we have understood what is the power of a statistical test, that is likelihood of a significance test, that is detecting an effect when there is actually one. Then we have understood what is an effect. We will check the relationship between variables in a population, whether there is an effect is there indicating the real difference between, or checking the correlation also. If there is high power in a study, that is large chance of detecting a true effect. If there is a low power, means detecting a small chance of detecting a true effect. Then we understood how important this power is, mainly influenced by small size, sample size, effect size and significance level. And why does power matter in statistics? We have understood what is the goal: to collect enough data from a sample to statistically test whether you can reasonably reject the null hypothesis in favor of the alternative hypothesis. With an example also we have understood. And errors also, type 1, type 2 error. And power, what is power analysis, we have understood with 4 main components of this power analysis. What is sample size, we have understood. And our research design, how it is related to significance level, we have understood. Now in this class we are going to discuss effect size, the magnitude of a difference between groups or a relationship between variables. It indicates the practical significance of a finding. When we take any research problem, obviously when we need statistical power here. Now we check the magnitude of the effect between two groups or a relationship between two or more variables. Obviously when we have taken this practical significance of a finding. While high-powered studies can help you detect medium and large effects in studies, low-powered studies may only catch large ones. Now let's see through example estimating expected effect size. In our study, the main effect is the difference in baseline and follow-up stress levels. I have given in previous class about the stress level of students when they spend 10 minutes time outside in the environment. There will be an effect of that or not. We have taken as example. Same here I am continuing with that study. The main effect is the difference in baseline and follow-up stress levels resulting from spending time in nature every day. Now to determine an expected effect size, we perform a systematic literature review to find similar studies. Obviously the first and foremost important step is to find out the problem and formulate the objectives and hypotheses. And the next one is very important, that is literature review. Related to our study, how many people have done the study related to our problem, that we will review, find the similar studies. We narrow down the list of relevant studies to only those that manipulate time spent in nature and use stress as a main measure. Obviously, we narrow down to our list the related reviews, how only those who have manipulated time spent in nature and use stress as a main measure, we will take those only. Then for the 5 studies that meet these criteria, we take each of their reported effect sizes and compute a mean effect size here. That means, for example, we have narrowed down to 5 studies. We take those 5 studies to meet these criteria, and each we take the reported effect size and compute the mean effect size here. We take this mean as our expected effect size. There's always some sampling error involved when using data from samples to make inferences about populations. Obviously, this means there's always a discrepancy between the observed effect size and the true effect size. Effect sizes in a study can vary due to random factors, measurement error, or natural variation in the sample. Now, low-powered studies will mostly detect true effects only when they are large in a study. That means that in a low-powered study, any observed effect is more likely to be boosted by unrelated factors. So, we come to the end of this session related to power of statistical test. We have understood thoroughly how important this power is for our statistical test. We understood about the significance level. We have understood that is very important, and then we have understood to detect these we do the power analysis, and lastly we have understood the effect size. Low powered and high powered effect size. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. I will come up with the next topic in the next class. Thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.